Welcome back to Factorio, building the Hyperbase series. We're currently working on yellow science. I'm over in this new oil part for the yellow science build, where I have fixed up the cars so that they only occupy one space. And I've had it going, but I've just suddenly realised I don't have the coal coming in yet, which is one thing. But I've just suddenly realised that I actually need a double copy of this, and I needed it kind of round the other way. So in fact, I'm going to clear that because that's wrong now. I'm not sure what I need in terms of that stuff off to the sides, but let's go here. Now I want to copy that and flip it around, and then everything is round the wrong way, so I think I want to do that to it. And that means that we can then place this down here. Something like that. Yep. And then this thing here, which is actually totally wrong, I can get rid of because I don't need it going out there. That was my little mistake. We won't tell anyone about that. Right, we'll sort all this out. So, I need a bunch of these guys. I might as well exhaust the things that I've already got on me. Where is my plane? Over there, okay. Bring it over here, jump out, oh, more tech. I think for the moment we'll just keep going with these at least till 50, then I might reassess. Okay, we are out of pretty much everything. What about inserters? It looks like we need these machines. 20-ish. Said 21, so I guess 21 it is then. Since it doesn't look like we placed any. 13, I think we had about 7, so I need about 6 more of those. Let's get that fill up the rest with beacons, or at least, yeah, because we're going to need the rest in beacons pretty much. So this is when a completely disconnected network whoopsies, that's not what I wanted you guys to be doing. Yeah, come back to me. Well, that's wrong anyway. We need to use the new pattern, guys. Let's just make sure we don't lose a whole lot of them. Oh good, they're all just here. Not exactly sure what they were placing at such a rate, but let's swap these around so that doesn't happen again. And yeah, go up to our factory, and back on my thought, yeah, this is the problem with a disconnected factory. You can't just use a supply train to deliver everything like I have in the past, and it is a little bit frustrating when you have a fairly small cargo capacity, but we do have a very fast jet here, so it does help getting around. And of course the bots are pretty good as well. That looks like all the odd things, so we can come up to here, fill up on beacons. Do we have any space on this thing? Not really. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't take too long to build these bits out. Just shows you how big the factory is though, because this thing is really cooking when it's moving. That's it there, isn't it? Alright, bot time. Coffee time. So this thing here is, let's just walk away because we know what happens if you get too close, and we're not going to have enough offshore pumps, so let's make a few more. And we obviously need them all the way along here. Do we do the offshore pumps next? Maybe. I might just leave the bots on for a moment, because the bots can then place if we happen to run into a zone along here where we're missing something that we still have, the bots can place it as we go along. We don't really need speed just at the moment to do these. With our little waterfall mod. Now, like that for example. I mean, I said at the beginning when I went through the mods, but I may as well mention it again. If I had biters, I would find being able to do this cheaty, but not in the sense of being able to build things like this. Cheaty in the sense of you could use it to create protective moats that would be impassable to the biters. So I know there's a canal mod, I forget exactly what it's called, that combats that problem by making it shallow water and letting biters traverse shallow water. So that would definitely be a lot less cheaty, be able to let you achieve some of these sorts of things, albeit somewhat more annoyingly in the setup. What you have to do to make it all work, because you have to come from a source of water, but certainly, yeah, a little bit less on the nose, kind of cheaty, I suppose. as opposed to this one. And we need... it's getting water from that side, so that should be heavy oil. Yeah, something hasn't quite worked the way it's supposed to here. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So what exactly is supposed to go on with the heavy cracking? And we've done our lap, so we can probably swap those around. They look fine, but these did not like the reflection much at all. That's actually kind of annoying. So we now have the yeah, all of this is around the wrong way because of that reflection, and there's nothing else. I'm gonna have to move it all, aren't I? We need landfill. It should be coming off the heavy, not the light. This should be feeding out petroleum. So in all of these, I'm going to have to move this over, change this one, and turn this one back into this sort of setup. And that is a little bit annoying that I didn't notice it before I went through and did all of these, but never mind. The easiest way to fix it is probably to get that landfill. I'm not 100% sure if I'm even making landfill in any sort of volume anywhere. Let me just see. Do you have landfill? They don't kind of name themselves, that's the problem. It's probably not. And you can't see it on that. If we do have landfill, it's in very small quantity. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, there's a little stuff up that needs fixing. You are totally incorrect as well for the same reason. Maybe I would have been better off not flipping this at all. Just leaving it like that and reversing the oil. Do you know what? I think that is actually the case. As so often is the case with these things, I have to rip up all these pipes that have filled up with water now anyway. So let's just do this. Alright, we're full of stuff. That's better. You somehow survived, did you? Alright, let's try that again. Maybe even it's remotely possible. To get into InfiniZoom. And get these pump areas lined up. Maybe it's possible. It's not looking particularly promising though. Let's just see what that looks like. Well, that's upside down for starters. No wonder it wasn't working. That has no chance of lining up. I'll just get some landfill. I'll stop mucking around, get some landfill. That's all there is to it. Back to base. Was that a pile of stone just there that I could have used? Never mind. Got plenty of stone at base. In fact, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to change the formula here to landfill, and we are then going to set up of requesters, and a supply chest. Can you take prod instead? No. Should pull these out and less than, how many do I need? I don't know, 500 for now. That will actually get rid of pretty much all of the excess stone, or most of it. How much do I actually need? Probably in the order of 200. Time for coffee. There we go, we're almost there. That'll do. Right, let's fix up our balls up. There you go, it looks like I am flying straight down. It can happen. Sorry about the blur. It's a blur even On my screen, it's not just on the video because of the sheer speed that we are moving at. Must be just up here. Okay, landfill. Is that it? Yes. Now, I think I want something like that. Let's put our bots back in. Obviously this whole thing has got messed up. Something chronic. Shows you that this wasn't actually useful, so I guess I'll disinstall it again. At least this way everything is connected up to the right substances, even though this is trying to... That's not really trying to do anything, is it? So we're slightly short on beacons and definitely a bit short on modules. That's alright. Probably going to be a bit short on water fill soon too. But I have tons of water fill, so that's not really an issue. So let's go and do this exercise again. I guess the same ground rules in terms of just running along with the bots in, just in case there's something they've missed. Until we run out of stuff, and we'll make a supply run, get a bit of an estimate of how many beacons we're missing, and fill up on speed modules for the rest. Unless there's something else that we're obviously missing, like water fill, for example. This is not quite the last one, which means that we did run out of water fill, because I know there's one over here and we do not have enough to do that one. So we need some more water fill. We're not going to need landfill, hopefully, this time round. And yeah, we need some beacons, sort of 20 or 30, and a bunch of modules. Alright. Back to our plane. Let's get this sorted. I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. I'm probably fairly good with most of that now. Where are we? Yes, up here is where the water fill is. As I said, tons of water fill. What are we getting? We're getting more pipes, okay. So 30 or 40 more beacons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I may as well take modules from here first. That's it. Okay, good. We might do a trip to the module farm. Grab some more speed modules, if that's something to do. Yes, just up here. Change over. Did it with plenty to spare. So, water fill. Now, so this whole mechanism is designed with the oil actually coming in at the other end. That won't be how it works. So what we might just do is run up here, get a bit of a copy of, might just get rid of that, this kind of collection. Where exactly is the resources? They're up here. I might have too many pumping over here already, given the absurd strength of these guys. Pump, and one of them. Now we just need to fill in the bit here. Let's get another pump if I have any. here as well. Damn. Just outside the range from the looks of things. And that one might be outside of the range as well. It has power. Ah, this one needs power. Awesome. Now, let's get back to running bots. You need another source of water there, and this needs to connect up to here, as does the one at the top. Like this. Whoops, where is... oh, right, that's right. This is all in the way, of course. We're coming through here. And this stuff is basically at the other end, so we need to move it to the other end and give it that sort of speed up pump action, if you like. Turn these guys around. That was from our incorrect blueprint laying. So over here we want a pump. And probably up here we want a pump if we can get one in, but it doesn't look great. So how about if I put one in here? And in here. Probably left too much space there. Yeah, I did. things. Till we run out of pumps. Or until we reach the end, whatever happens first. In this case, it looks like we just got to the end first. Okay, so that is that. Now this just needs coal and a train in here. I do need to do something about decommissioning this one. And I do need to, I've got a radar there. Do I have a radar down here? Do I need a radar down here? Where's my radars? Radars. I need a radar at the other end. That's what I need. Oh, you've got no power, really? This whole thing is not actually power. In which case, that radar is going to need to be moved, isn't it? There we go. So, where does this leave us? This is the proper plastic build for yellow circuits. I need to do quite a lot of rail revision. I need to turn this rail so that it actually goes underneath all of this. Probably go all the way to the end and then pop up. This one here is what? The return to here. And plastic return is going up here. So the return to the plastic is going to have to cross these coal lines. I think maybe no, this one, getting to the top line perhaps not, but getting to the other it definitely will. We need to do this battery build as well. So I guess there's two things in regard to that. First of all, you're wrong. So to that end, we should just go boom. Yeah, get rid of all that stuff. Because we need our revised battery build. Okay, swap you over. Whoopsies. Map, not B. This here is the revised battery build where I've gone through and changed all of these guys. So I want to get to there. Now I can go down like so, and there's a second one up here which we need to get rid of. Like so. Fast spots are just great. Well, relatively fast bots. I mean, by the time they're as fast as these bots, you don't the gains that you get beyond this point are still good, don't get me wrong, but you notice the extra benefit less and less, I guess, is my point. Now, these things are designed to have their own little oil thingamy, a bit like this, just above them. So let us see what we can do. Do something like that. Does this fit in our little gaps? Of course not. Well, I kind of expected that was going to be the case, didn't I? This is stone, isn't it? I'm going to need stone in the next leg when we start doing... Maybe there's some other stone. No, that's iron ore. I don't know, we'll have a look around. That stone is kind of not in a great spot for purple. Alright, so this lot is... Well, for that design, this lot's too close. So we wanted oil like that, and then I guess I wanted these to align for some reason. And the oil right over that fairly nice stone patch. Damn it. I moved at the last instant. Let's do that one more time. And there you have it. That's the battery build that I need to build out. So how are we going to dismantle this other one? I guess I'd like to... The first thing to do would be to cut off the coal. And then kind of see if we can run it down a bit, because these things will be absolutely chockers with material. As will these be. Oh, there it goes again. So let's do that first. Let's just put a stop to that. And then maybe for the last exercise we can actually fire up the circuits part of the operation, the yellow science operation, because that will at least help us exhaust this one, and that's good, basically. So we'll go over to where the circuits are, down here somewhere. Oh, I'm missing trains. Oh, and more tech. Tech! Alright, let's do level 48. So we must be progressing this at a little bit better. This is just speeding up again. Yes, we're doing about 120, 130 a minute or something on science. I mean, it's nothing in comparison to where we're going to get to, but, you know, it's better than absolutely nothing. So that's called Copper Yellow Science. Okay. These two don't have proper returns yet, so we need to give them that. I'm not sure I have enough track to do this properly, but I guess we'll see. You know, I could just steal this from up above. Save myself a lot of heartache. Oh, I just go straight through there. This next one over, I did this fancy pattern. Ah. We started the fancy pattern, so we'll continue it. You guys gonna have to go. Let's get some more of that fancy pattern. Right, I need to change. All of that to my fancy pattern fit. Ooh. So maybe fancy pattern wasn't as good as I thought it was. Yeah, we've kind of messed this up a little bit. I've taken the wrong bit of track out. Not to worry. Okay, so you do not do that. You do not do that. You do that. You do that. You've turned slightly too soon. You do that. there, you go there. I'm not 100% sure if that was even necessary, but there we have it. And yeah, we probably want some of those, and see if we can fix up this. So they're heading out. Yep. Sorts out those signals. Now, trains. Copper pickup 7. Okay. No, not the escape. The train. Copper pickup 7 until inventory full, and then go to yellow. Or is it copper yellow? Copper yellow science until inventory empty. And time passed. I don't want them sitting there forever. Copy, paste, go, go. Right, we need some signals on this one. Makes sense. We need fast legs. Okay, as soon as it gets to this corner, I have a signal. That should be enough. Now, the next one is these guys. And what's the iron one called? Iron yellow science. Okay. Iron 7 pickup. Add iron 7 pickup till inventory full. Then go to iron yellow science until inventory empty, and also add a time passed of 60 seconds. Copy, paste, good, and you can go, and you can go, and hopefully you'll choose to go up here. You've got nothing. You have no bots over here. Right, we need bots over here. Okay. I have no room for bots. I'll put all these away. I think I need about 500 bots, something like that. Hard to say. I guess I can check one of the other mining operations. I think I was slightly starved for bots, but as we've increased their speed, you need less of them, of course. Which is part of the point of increasing their speed. We're too high. And braking, 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 braking. Bring everything back into focus. Thank you very much. Pop down here. So I know where I can find those. And now bot check. So I know this one was 550. Alright, so 900, huh? Well, let's run 900. Where are we? Where are we? This one down here it is, isn't it? Is it? Yeah. No bots. Okay. 350 for 455, 550. Now, did we have bots at these other bits? Whoops. You don't have any bots either. So it's going to need some more bots. It probably means the front one has no bots. Correct. They're going to need more than 350 bots, so that's quite a lot of bots. What I might do then, the trains have been given their correct orders, and I do want to wrap up the episode fairly shortly, so plastic up here. Yellow plastic load, and okay, you actually have instructions, but the yellow plastic unload is not accessible to you for some reason. Yellow plastic unload. I'll have to go and check the condition over there. Plastic is less than or equal to P. Oh, we actually have had a plastic delivery in here. So that part is already set up. Okay, well that's good. I guess then what we'll do is I'll just grab enough bots to finish this off. Hopefully we'll see the whole thing start to make some circuits. And then obviously I'm going to need some trains, which I might do between episodes. But it'd be nice to at least fire it up and try and drain that original yellow circuit plastic area. So what we will do is, once we finally stop, I will put down couple of steel chests. Get rid of some stuff. Grab all the bots that we can, take off. Yeah, I need to sort that out. If we're to do that properly. Now, I think I need about 800 bots in each one of those. Is that the one? No, I don't think so. This one. So you got 350 at the moment. 700. 750, 800. Let's put 800 in this one. Ooh. 350. 700. 800. How's this guy going? You don't seem to be going for some reason. probably because the train doesn't actually have a command. What is this stop called? B iron 7. So big iron 7 until inventory full, and then go to big iron, no, iron smelt 7. Iron smelt 7 until inventory empty. Off you go. Here it comes, loading up 2 trains. And the bots are off, spreading out. This transversal flight tends to die down once they've spread out. At least that's my claim. How fast are these filling up? They've got a long way to go. I think it's actually 2 loads of one of these to fill it up. This one is not filling as fast for some reason. Oh no, there's both. They are actually filling as fast. It takes a while when you've got to smelt them all. 80,000 iron plate, and we're coming back, so it was ready fairly quickly. Still quite a long way to go. Let's just have a look over at circuits. So you now have 80k iron plate. We have no bots over there. Right, okay. I probably don't have enough bots still. How many bots do we have here? 800. So yeah, 800 was about the number I've been running with. And how many bots do we have up in the equivalent arrangement here? We have 1875 there and 2100 there, so I'm guessing we actually need sort of about 2100 to be perfectly honest. 350. Just shy of 700. That's not going to be enough. But at least circuits has kicked off. No, it hasn't actually. We're not, because we don't have the iron. How far away is iron? Surely it's about to come. 72, 73,000. Let's have a look at our stats. Nice and healthy, over 100k. So it's probably 100k. Well, 100k plates I'm talking about. So we're probably in the realms of about 1,000 science a minute. If all of this was directly being translated into science in the most efficient way. Although the copper's slowed down, we find, oh, this track needs some more signals. We should be getting an iron train in here very soon though. Where is it? Here it comes. and this should give us a nice lift to green circuits for a little bit. 30k, 35, 36, 37. Still not that great. We obviously need some signals. I'm going to need the green and red trains set up. But guys, I think that's going to have to do us for this time. That was good progress. We also need to get these laid out for the batteries. So thanks for joining me anyway. Lots to do next episode. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye bye for now.